dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Welcome to your edition of the Cricket Happenings show. But definitely, this cricket edition of Cricket Happenings is definitely going to start off on a very sad note, and the reason being that one of the wonderful voices of West Indian cricket commentary, Tony Cozier, the West Indian cricket commentator. What a commentator! I mean, his voice was like, I would say, sweet music to the ears. I mean, he had such a wonderful voice, and his cricket commentary, such knowledge, such in-depth knowledge that he had. And he was there during those halcyon days for the West Indies, when West Indies batting was at its strongest, the bowling was the pace battery ram, and I mean, what a wonderful sight it was to hear this gentleman Tony Cozier giving cricket commentary all around the world. And so this West Indian cricket commentator, who finally became a cricket journalist and also a cricket writer, was contributing to the Crick Info, as you know. He passed away in his home country in Barbados today at the age of 75. So that is the end of Tony Cozier's. Tony Cozier, in the sense he passed away at the age of 75. But just giving you a sort of synopsis, Tony Cozier actually started writing on cricket when he was a teenager in 1958. He also contributed to the Wisden cricket, but as I said, he was such an outspoken person. He started in the 1960s, 65, when Australia was touring the West Indies, and he was such a good orator, such diction. He was so clear. He had good knowledge about cricket, and he was waxing eloquent about cricket. He edited the West Indies Cricket Handbook between 1970 and 91. He wrote the acclaimed book, The West Indies 50 Years of Test Cricket, and also MCC awarded him the life membership for his services to the game in the year 2011. And what a wonderful commentator he was. I mean, as I said, he was just simply superb. And one can only feel very sorry that no longer one would be hearing that sweet voice of Tony Cozier in the commentator's box. He has always been a sort of a guest whenever Australia and West Indies used to play. I remember back in the old days of my radio cricket commentary, he always used to be in the ABC cricket commentator's box along with the fellow commentators, Keith Stackpole, I think it was Jim Maxwell, Tim Lane, and Neville Oliver was the expert cricket commentator. Those were the days when TV was in its infancy, and I used to definitely listen to the cricket commentary on the ABC radio, the Australian Broadcasting Corporation. And then whenever the West Indies used to play in their home turf, you definitely used to, nobody was missing Tony Cozier's voice. What a cricket commentator he was. He was simply brilliant. And now this voice is going to be missed in the world of cricket. This Tony Cozier voice of West Indies will be definitely missed, and it will be sorely missed according to me. But he did some sort of immense value additions to international cricket, and unfortunately he has left us. So one really prays for Tony Cozier's family members, and also I can only say that very sad passing of Tony Cozier at the age of 75. Well, so as I said, this was the sad news that I wanted to talk to you about. So that's what it is. And now, going forward, it would be the 41st match in the Indian Premier League, which was played today at the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bangalore. Royal Challengers Bangalore were taking on the Mumbai Indians. The toss was actually won by the Mumbai Indians today. So the Mumbai Indians winning the toss and inserting the Royal Challengers to bat first on their home ground. Well, I have to definitely tell you, today the Royal Challengers Bangalore definitely struggled. In fact, the Mumbai Indians were probably onto a game plan here. as the Mumbai Indians beat the Royal Challengers by 6 wickets, and now their hopes are alive to actually go on to the top four, and they've gone to the top four with this particular victory. So that would have warmed the cockles of the Mumbai Indians cricket fans, no doubt about it. And Royal Challengers Bangalore today, what a beginning. I mean, we saw Tim Southee and McClenaghan actually start off bowling, and they started bowling the right areas, and Kohli today was victim for just single digits. In fact, he was claimed for just 7 runs by Virat Kohli's wicket was claimed pretty early. He was the first to go, and in fact, that was a big body blow for the Royal Challengers when Virat Kohli was out in the second over itself. His wicket was taken by Mitchell McClenaghan for 7 of 7 balls with 1-4, and then we saw the ouster of Chris Gayle. Now his wicket was taken by Tim Southee, who picked up the big wicket of Gayle for 5-6 balls with 1-4, which made it 17 for 2 in the fourth over. AB de Villiers came in, and Rahul slowly tried to resurrect the situation, but all they could do was only to a certain extent. But after that, the Pandya, who was the man of the match, what a bowling spell from Krunal Pandya. In fact, it was a very nice time to actually bring in Krunal Pandya, and Krunal Pandya with his left arm spin really kept the batsman guessing there. He bowled a very tight line to both AB de Villiers and KL Rahul, and AB de Villiers was a victim due to the frustration. Was caught by Raidu of the bowling of Pandya after 24 of 27 balls, 1-4 and 1-6, and the cream of the Royal Challengers Bangalore was absolutely shaved off now. With de Villiers gone, they were 60 for 3, but they still had the ever reliable KL Rahul and Shane Watson at the crease. While that was happening, Shane Watson was run out for 15 or 14 balls, 1-4 and 1-6 to compound matters, and Royal Challengers Bangalore were really struggling big time in this particular game. They were 98 for 4 in the 16th over, and legally, if you look at it, there was only, I would say, only 27 balls remaining, and in that 27 balls, KL Rahul was the only one who was looking. In fact, KL Rahul was absolutely tested by Mitchell McClenaghan's bouncers, and he had to duck and weave, and he was even put in an awkward position. But one of the shots that stood out was Rahul, after being absolutely shaken by one delivery from Mitchell McClenaghan, just stood over there, a ball which was wide outside the off stump, just stood there and slammed it over the fence for a 6. What a shot that was. That was some sort of a real retort by KL Rahul, showing some big aggression there. And KL Rahul continued to play some fine strokes as he has done in this IPL, as he carried on in his nice way, and he was the only one after strong resistance of the Royal Challengers with his brand of batting. And Sachin Baby became an able ally for him in that particular stand, which actually added 53 runs in 27 balls, with KL Rahul remaining not out on 68 of 53 balls with 3 4s and 4 6s. Sachin Baby did his job perfectly. 25 of just 30. He made an unbeaten 25 of just 13 deliveries in which he scored 2 4s and 2 6s. No, 151 for 4, looking more decent than what it was. Tim Southee, 4 overs 1 for 27. Mitchell McClenaghan 1 for 35, bowled well. Bumrah 4 overs 1 for 28. Pandya, look at the bowling of Krunal Pandya. He really turned it on. I mean, he kept on throttling the batsman. I mean, this was an ideal situation for Krunal Pandya to really bowl, and he did it to a nicety. I mean, he took full advantage of it and saw to it that he really made the Royal Challengers Bangalore batsman really work for the runs there, as he finished with some splendid analysis of 4 overs no maiden, 1 wicket for 15 runs. Harbhajan bowled 3 overs for 19. Kieron Pollard was smashed by Sachin Baby and Rahul to the tune of 22 runs in a single over. 151 for 4. I thought the Royal Challengers Bangalore didn't put up. They were definitely, as Virat Kohli said, they were definitely 20 runs short. But what was a good thing was that they had something, sort of a decent score, one could say. Well, now let's have a look at the Mumbai Indians as to how they actually shaped up. So the Mumbai Indians started off with Rohit Sharma and Parthiv Patel, and Arvind immediately gave them the breakthrough by getting rid of Parthiv Patel for just one run of 2 balls. That was the first wicket. After that, we saw Rohit Sharma and Ambati Rayudu combined to add 58 runs. But again, their going was not so easy. And with Arvind bowling, Jordan was also, and I wouldn't say Jordan was bowling well. Arvind was the bowler who was actually hitting the right areas. And we saw Yuzvendra Chahal being introduced, and he did a fine job. In fact, so Rohit Sharma, as I said, was doing well. He made 24 balls with 3 fours, and that was the time it was Varun Arun actually picking up the wicket of Rohit Sharma for 25. So that made it 60 for 2. So Rayudu was looking pretty compact at the crease, and he was definitely taking advantage of any loose offerings that was coming his way. As Rana, who came in playing his first game, was a very quick victim of the bowling of Yuzvendra Chahal, the leggy, for 9 of 11 balls with 1-4, and Chahal did a fantastic job. So Chahal was someone who did the same job that Krunal Pandya did it for the winning Mumbai Indians. He bowled an excellent spell, 4 overs, no maiden, 1 for 16. And after that, and that was really adding up to the pressure when Rana went, and then with 79 for 3 in the 13th over, it became 98 for 4 in the 16th over. That was the time when the real pressure started building, with more than 10 runs required in each over. But at that time, Rayudu was a victim of the bowling of Varun Arun after making a very good 44 or 47 balls with 2 fours and 2 sixes. And then, but Mumbai definitely had hope, because the reason being they had two very hard-hitting batsmen at the crease. One is the hardest hitter of a cricket ball, Kieron Pollard, and one is the innovative hitter and player of a cricket ball, Josh Butler. And both combined in admirable manner. Even though the run rate was about 10 runs, it was just Kieron Pollard and Butler really ratting along at some nice pace. As it was all-star Josh Butler. Well, what an improvisation from Josh Butler. In fact, he smacked Chris Jordan for 2 consecutive sixes when the victory was coming. When 12 runs were required, I think it was, if I'm not wrong, the equation was probably 28 runs of 3 overs or so, and Josh Butler handled Chris Jordan very well, where he smacked him for 2 sixes. Kieron Pollard was putting his attention on Shane Watson. Shane Watson got cracked for 6s. In fact, Varun Arun was the other one who got cracked for 6s. And Kieron Pollard and Butler made sure that Mumbai Indians would win the match, as they secured the win for the Mumbai Indians for just 4 wickets, and also they completed the formalities in 18.4 overs, with Pollard now out on 35 of 19 deliveries with 3 fours and 2 sixes. Butler muscled an unbeaten 29 of 11 balls with 1 4 and 3 sixes, and one shot that really one has to say, what can one say about the stroke? The bowler is bowling the ball outside the Varun Arun was the bowler. Josh Butler was on strike. Josh Butler, normally we know that he likes to play the scoop shot. Initially, Varun Arun bowling the ball, Josh Butler was readying himself to actually scoop the ball over his left shoulder. It takes tremendous adjustment to change gears, change the stance, and actually scoop that ball. Varun Arun would be absolutely zapped, because first his initial movement was to scoop it over his left shoulder, and then he ended up scooping the ball over his right shoulder for a boundary. What a shot that was! That really takes skill, that takes a lot of, what can I say? That was some real skills coming in from Josh Butler. You don't have time. It's in a split second. He has decided that he's going to fox the bowler, and he's going to scoop it over his right shoulder. My word, what? When he's seeing so much of innovations coming in international cricket, and this is one of them according to me, and I'm sure there are going to be a lot of other players who are going to be keenly watching this, and probably the youngsters might even experiment this. I won't be surprised even if in this IPL we see something of this sort. While trying to scoop over the left shoulder, he scoops it over the right shoulder to get a boundary. So a wonderful victory. Josh Butler was simply brilliant, I would say. So and the man of the match went to Krunal Pandya for his splendid bowling of 4 overs, no maiden, 1 for 15. Now let's have a look at the bowling figures. The Abini one does not know why he couldn't bowl. He bowled only 1 over for 2 runs. Arvind bowled excellently, 4 overs, 1 for 23. Jordan 3 overs, none for 37. Watson was costly, 3 overs, none for 38. Chahal bowled impeccable line, 4 overs, no maiden, 1 for 16. And Varun 3.4 overs, no maidens, 37 runs and 2 wickets. A tremendous bowling here as far as as I said, tremendous bowling from Krunal Pandya. So he was the man of the match. Now I'm just also telling you, just talking to you about some cricket news as I normally do. I'm just having a look at here as to what is cricket. One cricket news I can tell you is that the Bangladeshi bowler Mustafizur Rahman has already been snapped up by the English county cricket team Sussex, and that is and definitely I think Sussex are going to be big. They are going to benefit in a big way of having Mustafizur Rahman. Is going to learn more tricks up his sleeve, no doubt about it. Because English county cricket is something which is a sort of a school for international cricket, where you hone your cricket skills. And I'm sure this is going to be one of those honing of cricket skills, because already Mustafizur Rahman is still doing a wonderful job here in the Indian Premier League, and now he would be playing for Sussex. I'm very happy for Mustafizur Rahman. He's such a wonderful bloke, and I think Bangladesh are blessed to have a bowler of the mold of Mustafizur Rahman in their mix, and I'm sure the opposition have to really be very now. And tomorrow's game, which is coming up, is it's going to be Sunrisers taking on the Delhi Daredevils. The other news that is coming up in the IPL is Sean Tate would be replacing Hastings, and for the first time Sean Tate will be representing Kolkata Knight Riders. Other than that, I don't have anything else to share, dear fans, but as I said, and one more news that I can tell you is that the former Australian captain, was now retired, Michael Clarke, is going to be playing for Hong Kong in the domestic T20 league, just to start off his cricket. After retirement, just to be in touch with the cricket game, he would be playing the Hong Kong T20 cricket league, and I'm sure they are going to benefit a great deal from what